Happy New Year, YouTube. Just wanted to give you an update on the jet-powered Go Kart project. That strange rig right there allowed me to remove the high flow valve that I had installed on this little 1-gallon tank. It's got the standard valve just partially put back in because I've got to put a new 80% tube in it. But that allowed me to break the hold of the Loctite 542 so that I could get the valve out and mount it on my tank. And I have finished the tank. It is ready to be purged and filled. This is the high flow valve that has a 3/8 orifice. It will be feeding the gas supply. And this is a standard valve which will be feeding the liquid supply. I used a 1/4-inch stainless steel dip tube and the regular 1/8-inch diameter copper tube that comes with it for the 80%, and adjusted the length to compensate for the addition of the high pressure forged brass street tee that I put in here to allow me to put 2 valves on this tank, one for liquid and one for gas. So hopefully tomorrow, weather permitting, I'll take this thing out, hook it up to the 100-pound tank and purge all the air out of it and fill it up, and then it'll be time to mount it. I've removed the anti-skid material that I had on the tank. That was a job. Had to scrape it off and then use acetone to get the glue off. That stuff really held well. And I've rebuilt my mount before. This bottom section just bolted to the bottom of the frame, and these two 3/8 holes, you can't see that one because of the contrast. Let me raise it up there we go. That is where I bolted on the 1,500-pound ratchet straps that went around the tank. This section was not there, and then this top section also had holes in it and the ratchet straps bolted to it. Unmounted this from the airframe go-kart frame, still thinking in gyrocopter mode, and I cut a piece of 2x2 aluminum, and it's hard to tell, but I used stainless steel pop rivets and steel backup plates and angle brackets, steel angle brackets, to affix these two pieces together at the proper distance. And there is 16 stainless steel pop rivets on each end of this thing that holds this all together. So this, in the event of an accident of some kind, this should be more than adequate to hold. I figure the wrap lock stainless steel straps would probably give before this does. Anyway, that's all put together. I got to put that back in the frame. It will mount like that, and when the tank is mounted to it into the frame, the tank will set on the bottom stabilizer that I put on it, and then the wrap lock stainless steel straps, there will be 3 of them that will go around this, one at the top, one in the middle, and one in the bottom. And I'm going to put a glue on a rubber material here that will kind of cushion between the tank and this to prevent any fretting and kind of stabilize it. But that's all put together, and I had to hand paint this. It looks awful, so I chose black, as it doesn't show the brush marks and the runs near as bad, and it's going to be pretty much hidden from view unless somebody's really scrutinizing the thing, which I realize that will probably happen. But this is ready. I'm going to bolt it back into the frame tomorrow, and then it'll be ready to, I'll be ready to mount the tank onto the frame permanently, and have the tank all purged and ready for filling, and hopefully we'll be good to go. I've got the solenoids. I've got to rewire and create a new control panel with additional switches to turn on the solenoids and turn off the solenoids in a different way than I had originally envisioned. There's my battery, which will mount back on top here like it did before. But just an update, quick New Year video to start the year out right with my project that I not swore but promised over and over again that I was going to ride that thing before the end of the year. Well, that did not happen, but such is life. You take them as they come, do the best you can. So here's wishing everybody a happy new year, and stay tuned. This thing is closer to running and being ridden by me than it ever has. So, continuing with the project. Good night and Happy New Year.